Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping Tactical Nut here with another knife review. Now it's kind of been a while since I've done one and I apologize for that. But I've now had this for at least 3 months, possibly 4. But almost positive 3. And I'll tell you what guys, SOG knows what they're doing. So yes, today we're going to be discussing the SOG Flashback Mini. Now, a few reasons why I got this. 1, I love SOG products. 2, spring assisted knives. And of course, as I said in the unboxing video, I got it because when it came out, it was supposed to be the fastest opening knife on the market. Now, I did put it head to head with my Benchmade, and honestly, I really couldn't see any difference in the speed. So fastest maybe at the time, but you know, since then I guess Benchmade's caught up with them. But as always, let's get started with some specs first. First off, we have a black 3-inch AUS 8 blade. Rockwell hardness is 56 to 58, and this is the oh, what do they call the coating? I got it right here. Hard case black tie knife. Right, so as you can see, it will help prevent it from rusting. It is, and this part is really awesome, 2.8 ounces. So man, this thing is really light. Obviously it's spring assisted, just a hair under 7 inches in overall length. Now this right here is stainless steel, but it's covering, as you see how it's black here, glass reinforced nylon. So kind of a mixture of handle scales that do really well. Now this part right here, I hate. You want to know why? Because it's a safety. And when you push it down, nothing, right? And is that a big deal for most people? Maybe not. But I have had multiple occasions now where this was in my pocket. The safety got engaged, so when I pulled out of my pocket, went to use it, it was a no-go, right? It just wouldn't work. But not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but if you're in an emergency situation and you really had to get to using your knife quickly, obviously that's going to be a problem. So what I'm probably going to do now is glue this thing so that it does not get activated at all, because I'm not worried. Like, it's never deployed in my pocket, so I have no worry whatsoever there. But I don't know, I just I just really don't like it. Alright, now does have jimping. I will say though that this jimping right here will really dig into your thumb if you're not wearing gloves. I had doing some carving and stuff, and was really having to push down on it, you know, was just working into it, and it was eating up my thumb. So could be, you know, viewed by a lot that maybe the jimping is a little too aggressive, but that's with some really hard use. I mean, I was really pushing down on this thing, kind of trying to see what the limits of it were. Now with the light out here, you may not be able to tell. There's no liners in there, so that's been pretty cool. I guess what helps with really keeping down the weight. Pocket clip, absolutely outstanding. Every knife in the world, or pocket knife, I wished had this style of pocket clip. I mean, some people, they may not have an opinion one way or the other about the pocket clips, but for me, if I'm wearing one, I don't care if people know I'm carrying a knife, but I would really just love it if all they could see is the clip. And I mean, it's deep carry. Hopefully you'll be able to tell I am wearing black shorts, so it might be a little difficult. But yeah, I mean, it's perfect. That's all you see. You see no portion of the knife whatsoever. That is me, and my opinion, the ideal pocket clip. Now, as you can see here, it has the lockup here. It's almost exactly like an Axis lock. I don't know what name they have for it, but when you deploy it, obviously you're just using your thumb on the thumb studs. But to put it back away, you're going to pull down and then close it. Now when I first got this knife, it was really stiff to deploy and really stiff to close. Since then, I mean, I drive around, I'm just flipping this thing open all the time, sitting around watching TV and doing this. Because I'm really trying to put a lot of wear and tear on a knife in a short period of time. And since then, I mean, this thing just flies out with no effort now. And as you can see, it's really no big deal whatsoever to close it one-handed. But, you know, like I said, it's going to loosen up over time. So when if you first get yours, and I mean, you're like, okay, let's get this thing shut, it'll change. Lock up on it. As you can see, there is a teeny bit right here of side to side. I did tighten up the pivot screw once, and that took care of it. But like I said, I mean, I'm deploying this thing all the time. But even with this teeny tiny bit of lockup side to side, no issues with the blade whatsoever. Front to back is perfect, no issues there. As you can see, the little stop pin right in there. I mean, this knife has been awesome. I mean, it's kind of crazy, and I think a lot of people are this way, but the lighter the knife that you start carrying, it almost kind of gets addictive as to wanting to only carry really lightweight knives. I mean, you know, I got some like the Spyderco Delica. It's extremely lightweight. This is really lightweight. You don't even notice that they're in your pocket at all. I mean, it's just they make it a joy to carry because you just don't notice it. Blade centering, perfect. I mean, I love SOG products. I mean, they do a really good job with most of their stuff. And so, you know, of course, that was one of the reasons why I was, you know, another one of the reasons why I had to get it. But yeah, the edge retention has been good. Not great, not excellent. But it is just OS 8. I mean, it is cryogenically heat treated. It lasts a sufficient length of time, let's put it that way. But you will have to sharpen it semi-frequently. I mean, I definitely wasn't impressed, but I wasn't disappointed with the edge retention either, if that helps you at all. But it is easy to resharpen, so no big deal there. And I also, since I've gotten into stropping, I use that a lot more, so I don't have to sharpen that often. And so I think I've only had to sharpen this once. And, I mean, it didn't take long at all, so really impressive. The only thing, only problem I've had with it, and almost you can't even really call it a problem, is when I went camping. I did a 4-day trip at Burroughs Ford. This is one of the knives I took with me, and I mean, it rained off and on the entire time, plus it was in my pocket while we were in the river and stuff like that, and I had gotten a little bit of rust right on the inside in here, but was able to get that out, got it taken care of. Haven't had an issue with it since. So will it rust on you? Yes. I mean, it's not rust proof. No issues with the blade. There was not a lick of rust anywhere on the, you know, the exposed part that it isn't coated. No rust there whatsoever. It was only inside of here. So I don't know, maybe that is a deal breaker for you or not. It wasn't for me. As you can see, the outside, I mean, it didn't get any rust on it. Just in there where you're activating the lockup on it. So, all right, guys. I think that's about all I can say about it. I highly recommend it. I mean, it's been an outstanding knife. I think I got mine from Cutlery Shop for about $45. In most stores, I think it's around the $65, $70 mark. I would not pay that. Maybe that helps you make a decision or not. I got, you know, from the Cutlery Shop. Usually online you can get, you know, stuff cheaper. In-store price is $65 to $75. No, I wouldn't buy that. I don't think it's worth that much money. But the $45 range, you better believe it. You'll love it. And I mean, I love spring-assisted knives. It's just fun to go around like that. All right, guys. In the meantime, hope this helps you. SOG Flashback Mini, highly recommended. In the meantime, be prepared have fun. Alright, real quick note again, I forgot to mention, with this you do get a lifetime warranty. So I know for a lot of people warranties are a very big deal. Obviously they stand behind their product, so I think that was an important thing to mention. Alright, have a good day.